Welcome, everybody. We're just going to hold on about 30 seconds or so and let everybody file in from the waiting room, and then we will get started. So just hang tight, please. All right, well, it looks like a lot of us are here. Good morning, everybody. I'm Denise Mickelson, the Communication Director for the CRA. Really glad that you're here this morning to learn more about your member benefits. Or if you're joining us and you're not a member, then this is, a good glimpse at what we do at the CRA. I'm just going to do some quick housekeeping and then kick it over to Jen. So this webinar will be on demand and live on our website, most likely by the end of the day, at corestaurant.org/education. And I'll put that in the Q&A so that everybody can see it. Also, if you have questions, please put them in the Q&A function, which you'll find at the bottom of your screen. Jen will answer all questions at the end, so just put them in there whenever they occur to you, and we'll deal with them all at the end. She's got about 15 minutes or so planned, and then we can open it up to questions. And I think that's all the housekeeping we have. So Jen Johnson, who is in charge of membership and business development, I'm going to let you take it from here.
Thank you. Thanks. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. We're really trying to do these a couple of times a year just to remind everybody about all your member benefits. There's so many things available to you. And I know when people get busy, sometimes you forget about things, or maybe you missed one of our electronic newsletters and missed it. So we just want to make sure that you're aware of things and know where and how to use everything. And after the webinar today, we're also going to email out to everybody on the webinar details about everything that I'm talking about today, where and how to access it. And then obviously, if you have additional questions and things, we'll go over those at the end, but we are always available to answer those questions or provide clarification on anything we're covering today. So I like to say your CRA membership is like a gym membership. If you don't use it, you're not going to see the results. And I think one of our biggest benefits is the weekly hospitality news that Denise and Hadley put together. It's truly a one-stop shop for anything that affects your business. And so I always tell members, obviously the people on today are doing that by reading the newsletter to know about today's webinar. But I say that you always have to have somebody in your restaurant designated to be in charge of making sure they read the newsletter every single week, because there's really important details about compliance and health code updates, labor law updates. We highlight new member benefits in the newsletter. So just make sure that that's not kind of falling off the radar and that email gets read by somebody every week. So there's a number of free resources for our members that I wanted to highlight. Free legal advice every month. So we work with 4 different firms. They all specialize in a different area of the industry, and you get 15 minutes with each of those firms every month. So a total of an hour every month of free legal advice. And so the way it works is you're going to email us at info@corestaurant.org. Again, this will all be in the information that we send you after the webinar today. And you can give us just a general idea. Is this a labor-related question? Is it a liquor-related question? Is there issues with your lease or your landlord? And we'll connect you via email with the correct attorney. All of our attorneys also provide a member rate. So if you need more extensive legal work done, that's another member benefit available to you. Free CPA advice every month. So what I find is a lot of our members, maybe they're getting information from their CPA, but they're hearing differing opinions and they just want a second opinion. So that's also included with your membership every single month. So again, you just email us, let us know that you have an accounting related question. We'll connect you with the CPA. Free compliance signage for all of your locations. So as we get close to the end of this year in 2025, and new compliance signage being required, you get signage for all of your locations. And so hospitality news, again, every week, starting in December into January, they'll be advertising this. And you can just go on, sign up to get signage for all of your locations. So if you have 5 locations or 10, You just sign up for all of the locations you need signage for. We'll mail that out to you. Usually the signage isn't available until around February. And so once you sign up, you should just expect that it won't come out until around February timeframe. And then if you add locations throughout the year, that's always available, that we can send you compliant signage as you add locations for your business. Also, a lot of people don't know that you get one entrance ticket for free to the National Restaurant Association Food Show each spring. So again, that'll be advertised in Hospitality News. We'll start to tell you that that's available to you. There's kind of a special code that you need to get to sign up for that. So details on that will be available starting around March timeframe for members. We've added a couple of new benefits recently that I wanted to go over with everybody. LifeMart is meant to be a free employee benefit. So it's totally free to you. It's free to your employees. It's basically giving you access to a website full of discounts and opportunities for your team members. So discounts on travel, hotels, airfare, entertainment, tickets to concerts, tickets to different theme parks. There's discounts on computers or cell phone services, food and groceries, childcare discounts. So a lot of different discounts available that your employees can take advantage of. And it's just meant to be another benefit for working at your particular restaurant. We also have quarterly marketing consultations that are free for you through our partners at CDeep. So every quarter you can email us, let us know that you want to take advantage of that membership benefit, and we'll connect you with CDeep. They basically have a menu of options to choose from of exactly what you want to look at in terms of your current marketing efforts and have them evaluate those. So every quarter you can choose from any of these options that I've highlighted here. And if you have multiple locations, you can kind of pick the locations if you have specific issues with different locations of your restaurant that you want to look at. So there's also discounts available to members. So one of the big ones with the new health code change coming up is ServSafe Manager is offered every month at our offices. We offer it in English, and we also have Spanish available a few times a year. And ServSafe Alcohol is available every other month. So we offer those classes at our office, but we also put together classes regionally. That's really based on demand. So our chapters, which I'll get to a little more later, but we have 7 regional chapters, and we really get feedback from those chapters in terms of the demand and need for those classes. So if you're in an area that you're interested in having a ServSafe Manager class, we need a minimum of 15 people to hold a class. But we offer those discounted rates when we offer those classes regionally as well. Also, save up to 25% on natural gas with Tiger Natural Gas. If you have natural gas and you're not taking advantage of this member discount, you are missing out. This is really a huge opportunity to save money. Basically, the process is Tiger will come and do an analysis for you on, if you had been with Tiger for the last 12 months, this is exactly how much you would have saved with them. And you can decide if you feel like it's worth it. If you decide to switch to Tiger, the one-time cost is $150 to add a phone line, because they need to tap into your meter to read your meter, and then you just start saving. We've seen members save thousands of dollars. Again, it really depends on your usage, but it's definitely worth looking into if you utilize natural gas. We also have employee handbook discounts. Again, one of our attorneys will work with you for a flat fee of $1,000 to update your employee handbook. If you haven't updated in a while, or if you've been self-updating it, I'd really encourage you to have a lawyer look at it. It's so imperative that that document is really up to date and has you covered. So if you haven't done that in a while, this is a great opportunity to update your handbook for a flat fee of $1,000. It's normally around $3,000 with an attorney to update that document. And then we also have workman's comp insurance discounts. So when you're 2 or 3 months out from your renewal date, contact us and you can get your discount. We have discounts through employers insurance for workman's comp. So Lightcast data is another benefit available to our members. That's a lot of labor data, including wage data for different regions. So the way a lot of our members have been using it is if you have multiple locations and want to know what's kind of the average salary for a dishwasher in Boulder versus Colorado Springs versus Steamboat, you can get a lot of data on hourly wages, job descriptions, information like that. Office Depot offers up to 55% off their products and services. So a lot of our members use that for ordering menus and things like that. You can do online ordering with them if you're in an area that doesn't have an Office Depot locally, or they also have a discount card that you can shop in the store and use to get a discount when you check out. And we also offer discounts on BMI music licensing. So healthcare, this is a hot topic for a lot of owners. I know a lot of owners really want to offer healthcare, but it's expensive. So our partners at United Healthcare have full insurance options as well as some other options. So I'm going to go through the health insurance first. Those are obviously variable costs. So you're going to want to work directly with our contact, Tanya Johnson at United Healthcare, to get a quote. Again, this will all be available after the call, but she'll get the information needed from you to look into the discounts. And the discounts we get are based on not just your employees at your restaurant, but it's based on our membership as a whole. This is through the National Restaurant Association. And so that's how we get the deeper discounts on the health insurance options. Another healthcare option available to our members that's been really popular is Teladoc. And if you've never used telemedicine, that became much more popular during COVID, obviously. It's Zoom, phone, and app-based healthcare. And so the way I've always described this to members is it's $9 a month per employee. And that covers the employee and any dependents for $9 a month. That's not per visit. That's not, initial costs and there's a copay. It is literally $9 a month. And it covers medical, mental health, dermatology, nutrition services, and back and joint care. So a great example of how this is beneficial is if you needed like an antibiotic prescription, it's $165 to go to the little clinic at King Soopers just to see a physician to get a prescription for an antibiotic. And so if you do one Zoom session with a physician and they send you a prescription, your Teladoc has paid for itself for the whole year from that one Zoom session. And I think even more importantly, the mental health care is unlimited. So you could speak to a therapist every day of the week for 6 months. It's going to be $9 a month. So a really great affordable benefit, especially if you have a workforce demographic that doesn't feel like they need full insurance. Some folks feel like I'm younger, I'm healthier, I don't really need to look at full insurance. It's so expensive. This is a really great affordable option. And then lastly, Optum Perks, another great free healthcare option for your employees. It's a pharmacy discount card, very similar to like a King Soopers or Safeway card that once you check out of the pharmacy with your pharmaceuticals, you get up to 80% off FDA-approved medications. It's free to you. It's free to your employees. Another option to just add to your benefits package. Another opportunity with CRA that I wanted to highlight is our regional chapter meetings. So we have 7 chapters throughout the state: Mile High, Boulder, Northern Colorado, Pikes Peak, Durango, Steamboat, and Breckenridge. All of our chapters meet 4 to 6 times a year. And the meetings include usually an educational topic on an industry-related issue. We do state and regional legislative updates throughout the year. There's information discussion on different regional topics, networking, best practice sharing with your fellow owners and operators in your region. There's leadership opportunities if you were ever interested in running to be in a board position. They take board nominations in June, July timeframe every year. It's not a huge time commitment, and it's a great way to just add some leadership and additional networking opportunities to your resume and get more involved in your industry. All of the dates for upcoming chapter meetings are on our website events calendar. And so you can look there to access the next chapter meeting in your region. The CRA Chef Alliance is still relatively new. We launched this about a year and a half ago, and this is specifically networking, education, and professional development for people in your culinary team. So they meet quarterly throughout Colorado. We've mainly been meeting throughout Metro Denver, but they are looking to expand into mountain regions and to Southern Colorado in the future. Our next meeting is December 3rd from 6 to 8 at Footers Social Capital Event Center. And I knew the topic and now I can't remember. I believe it's creating the culture you want in your restaurant and in your kitchen. And then we usually have vendors, there's drinks and appetizers. It's a very social event. And so again, anyone on your culinary team can get invited to that. If your executive chef or some folks on your culinary team aren't currently on the email list for CRA, you can get them added so they can get the emails about this as well. And then just being a resource. I think really one of the things that members miss out on is utilizing CRA for the questions and issues and items that come up that the answers aren't always totally readily available. So we have members emailing us, calling us all the time about all of the things I have listed on here: compliance, labor, landlord lease issues, permitting, health code, clarification pieces. If something comes up that you're not quite sure what to do or how to do it, start with us. If we don't have the answer, 9 times out of 10, we can get you in touch with the right people. But we're always meant to be a resource to help make life easier for you and not make you dig for the answers to things. So that is it, and all I have for now. If there's questions, you can pull those up in the chat. And then, like I said, I will be emailing out to everybody after this a sheet with details and links and more information on everything I just covered. And as always, you can always email us at info@correstaurant.org if you have other specific questions you need help with.
Does anybody have a question they want to throw into the Q&A? And I'm reiterating the email that gets our team here, info@correstaurant.org. I think what it is, Jen, is that you just covered everything so beautifully.
That's probably it.
How could there be questions? It was clear as a bell. All right, I don't see any questions. So unless one pops up in the next couple minutes, this webinar will be up later. And Jen said, we'll send out an email to everybody with with kind of a recap of everything and all the websites and emails that you need. And I guess that's it. I'm not seeing any questions. So we'll let everybody get back to their morning.
Okay, thanks so much. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you, Jen. Bye, everybody.